Thank you. Correct. Okay. वीडियो क्लियर क्लियर है? गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन. ऑडियो वीडियो क्लियर? ओके. Is it clear? Okay, good afternoon. Now we are going to discuss GS paper 4, ethics, integrity and aptitude. So today I will discuss some important aspects of ethics, meaning of ethics, utility of ethics and different important related aspects. This one GS paper 4, 250 marks, ethics, integrity and aptitude. This paper was introduced in 2014 in UPSC Civil Services Mains Examination. First time it was introduced in 2014. Before, it was not the part of syllabus. You must be aware. It's a newly added topic. Ethics, integrity and aptitude. Okay. And this one is the only paper where you will find a specific instruction given by Union Public Service Commission. In GS first, GS second and GS third paper, you will not find a specific instruction how you have to write, what kind of approach which is required in this particular paper. But here in ethics paper, instruction is given by UPSC. What's the instruction? Go through each and every word minutely. It will help you a lot in process of writing the answer of different questions, especially in ethics. In ethics, you have to follow this approach. What is the requirement? What's the demand of UPSC? It is here, such kind of things are discussed. This paper will include questions to test the candidate's attitude and approach to issues relating to integrity, probity in public life, and his problem solving approach to various issues and conflicts faced by him in dealing with society. Questions may utilize the case study, must be aware, case studies here, case study approach to determine these aspects. So if you will go through this instruction, you will find some important technical words. For example, here you are getting probity, attitude, integrity. So all such kind of words you have to go in detail in this particular paper. If you will see, these topics are prescribed in our syllabus also. For example, topic number 2, you will find attitude. Topic number 6 and 3, you will find the term integrity. Even probity, topic number 6 and 7, you have to study probity. And topic number 8, you have to read, you have to discuss case studies also. So see, if you will see this particular paper, GS paper 4th ethics paper, compared to first 3 papers of GS, here possibility to find good marks, possible to find 60% plus marks in this particular paper. It's very difficult to find 60% marks in first, GS second and third. But here easy to find, must be aware. Less emphasis, more marks compared to first 3 papers of GS. See, in the ethics, this particular paper, 250 marks, ethics, integrity and aptitude. Overall, if you will go through the questions paper, last year or previous year's questions paper, you will find 2 types of questions they have asked. Overall, 13 questions they have asked, 10 marks, and total 1950 words you have to write. 150 words questions, 13 questions. and 6 questions are from case studies, 20 marks each. So you must be aware in GS, paper first, second, and third, you have to write around 4,000 words. Must be aware. Go through all those minute things clearly. Then you will able to develop your approach in this particular paper. So even in GS second paper, 4,000 words. GS third paper also 4,000. But here total you have to write 3,450 words. Must be aware. AC paper you have to write only 2,400 words. But GS first 3 papers, more words. Must be aware. Be alert. And here only you have to write around 3,400 words compared to first 3 papers, less words you have to write. It should be clear. So go through the previous year's questions minutely and compare with the GS first 3 papers, it will become clear. Okay. Now see, if we see this paper was introduced in 2014, first time, must be aware. So 3 technical terms are used in the very beginning. Ethics. Okay, good afternoon. Okay, clear hai? No problem. Online here. अभी लाइव हो रहा है फ्रॉम मुखर्जी नगर, मस्ट बी अवेयर. लाइव क्लास है. 3 terms are prescribed: ethics, integrity, and aptitude. So first of all, I am going to discuss these 3 technical terms. And then by and by we'll discuss first topic, second topic, third topic. ठीक है. English please. English. I think this ये इंग्लिश मीडियम की क्लास है. तो इंग्लिश में ओके, इंग्लिश कर लेंगे. इंग्लिश एंड ये कॉम्बो पैक हो गया, कॉम्बो हो गया इंग्लिश. न्यू टेक्निकल टर्म फॉर द लास्ट फ्यू ईयर्स अब ये भी आ गया है, इंग्लिश आ गया. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सी द टर्म ethics. 3 technical terms: ethics, integrity, and aptitude. The term ethics is derived from Greek word ethos. Must be a word, ethos. And it means, in one sense, it means customs, it means character. Custom or character, you must be aware. This one is the literal meaning. Since the term ethics is derived from Greek word ethos, and which means character or customs, etc. So here in ethics, we discuss character of human beings, must be aware. Conduct of human beings, behavior of human beings. Such kind of things are discussed in ethics. So overall, if it is asked to you, what do you mean by ethics? So one sense is that you have to write ethics, the term ethics is derived from ethos, and which means like that. Clear? Character or customs, etc., etc. Traditional beliefs. But overall in ethics, we find 3 important aspects, must be aware, and then it will become clear. Ethics deals with, must be aware. First point, deals with. First, conduct of human beings, conduct of social human beings. You may write all those things. This one is the first class, introductory class. In this particular class, I will discuss some important aspects overall. And when I will start topic number first, then we will start to discuss first topic, the essence of ethics, consequences of ethics, determinants of ethics, etc., etc. Clear? So by and by we'll discuss all those things. So first, okay. नमस्कार.
उसी जेब में ही रखे रहिए, हम इसी में. सब लोगों को गुड मॉर्निंग. गुड मॉर्निंग. एकदम आप कंफर्टेबल है ना एथिक्स के साथ? एथिक्स इन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, एथिक्स इन एवरीवेयर, एथिक्स इन लाइफ. समझ में आ गया कि नहीं आ गया? और एथिक्स के हम आपको बताते हैं ना, आप एथिक्स पढ़िए, ये पृथ्वी खोजिएगा। देखिए पृथ्वी पे, यदि आप पृथ्वी पर सर से बेहतरीन अगर शिक्षक मिल जाए तो बताइएगा, तो फिर दूसरा पृथ्वी खोजना पड़ जाएगा यहाँ पे। अगर हम पूरे जय हिंद, एकदम जय हिंद, गुड मॉर्निंग सब लोगों को यहाँ पर, ठीक है, हम एकदम सरप्राइजली आ गए यहाँ पर। हम सोचे कि एथिक्स हम भी देखते हैं, एथिक्स की इंसान की सबको जरूरत होती है यहाँ पे। और पूरे बाबू हम इतना बताते हैं, इस पूरे पृथ्वी पे आप चले जाओ, अगर इससे बेहतर एथिक्स अगर मिल जाए तो बता देना, तो फिर हम, आप जो कहोगे दूसरा पृथ्वी खोजना पड़ेगा। मतलब समझिए, पृथ्वी पर इससे बेहतर एथिक्स ढूंढना वो ज्यादा मुश्किल है इससे कि चंद्रमा पे पानी ढूंढना। ज्यादा पहले पानी मिल जाएगा, इसलिए मन लगा के पढ़ाई कीजिए, बेहतर एकदम आप आगे बढ़िए। और जितना मतलब आप सेल्फ स्टडी भी कीजिए, ऐसा नहीं कि सर केवल पढ़ा रहे हैं तो आप उनको मतलब क्लास में अच्छा लगता है बच्चों को कि हाँ हम तो पूरी चीज समझ गए, सर ने एकदम पूरी डिटेल से बता दिए यहाँ पर। लेकिन उसके बाद क्या है कि आप अगर सेल्फ स्टडी नहीं करेंगे तो फिर वो भी एक गड़बड़ होगा। तो ये स्टूडेंट का सर अपना एथिक्स काम आएगा यहाँ पे। एज ए स्टूडेंट के क्या है, एथिक्स काम आना चाहिए, ठीक है। और कोई दिक्कत नहीं, हम सर को डिस्टर्ब कर दिए, सॉरी सर, इसके लिए हमको ना मतलब बर्दाश्त नहीं हुआ, रहा नहीं गया, हम कहें कि इतना बेहतरीन है, ठीक, हम भी बैठ जाते हैं। ठीक है सर, धन्यवाद सर आपको।
थैंक यू खान सर। अभी खान साहब अचानक बीच में आ गए और मैं क्लास को तो लेके चल रहा था, बट वो कभी कभी ऐसे मोमेंट्स रहते हैं लाइफ में कि अचानक क्लास में, अभी 1-2 मिनट की बात थी, फिर हम लोग अपने विषय वस्तु पे, नाउ विल अगेन ट्राई टू फोकस ऑन आवर सब्जेक्ट मैटर। क्लियर? तो सी, वी आर द एथिक्स पेपर। क्लियर? Thank you. See, first of all, try to understand the meaning of the term ethics. What do you mean by ethics? This is the only paper which provides us knowledge what you have to do in your life. What is right and what is wrong. What ought to do and not ought to do. Must be aware. There are different papers, different subjects. For example, history, geography, psychology, and some other things are there. Chemistry, physics, biology, etc. But different papers just provide us knowledge. Most of the places we find factual knowledge. केवल ज्ञान देते हैं, साइंस ज्ञान देता है, but what is right and what is wrong, this one is not discussed by science. What ought to do and not ought to do, not discussed by history or geography. They describe objects or conditions as it is. But this one is, ethics is a paper which provides us knowledge what is right, what is wrong, what ought to do and what not ought to do. क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. पूरा ज्योग्राफी पढ़ लोगे, पूरा मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ लो, नेवर यू विल फाइंड द टर्म ऑट. ऑट मतलब चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, यही ज्ञान नहीं मिलता है. एंड वंस यू विल गो थ्रू द एथिक्स पेपर, यू विल फाइंड नॉलेज व्हाट इज राइट, व्हाट इज रॉन्ग, व्हाट ऑट टू डू, व्हाट नॉट ऑट टू डू. क्या हमें लाइफ में करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. व्हाट इज आवर ड्यूटी, what kind of responsibility we have. So different aspects related to our life we discuss in ethics paper. Must be aware. Okay. Basically, I will discuss all such kind of things in English primarily. Few places I will use Hindi term. Or otherwise, I will focus myself. I will teach this particular paper in English. हिंदी मीडियम का सेपरेट बैच है एथिक्स के लिए, नीति शास्त्र के लिए सेपरेट बैच है एथिक्स पेपर के लिए. तो दोज हु आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल इन इंग्लिश, दे मे ज्वाइन दैट पर्टिकुलर बैच वेयर एवरीथिंग ओवरऑल इन हिंदी मीडियम. मस्ट बी अवेयर. इज इट क्लियर? Now, BPSC, this you must be aware, ethics is not prescribed everywhere. In UPPCS, you will find ethics paper. Madhya Pradesh ethics paper, you will find MPPCS. Rajasthan also will find 65 marks from ethics. But in UPSC, 250 marks. One complete paper. GS paper 4th, ethics, integrity and aptitude. And it was introduced in 2014, must be aware. And this one is the only paper, this one is the only subject which provides us knowledge what is right, what is wrong, what ought to do in our life, what not ought to do in our life. हमें लाइफ में क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. Such kind of knowledge is prescribed by ethics, must be aware. Is it clear? Little bit of Hindi बोल देंगे, no problem. Sir, we understand English, but we want to little bit in Hindi. Okay, no problem. No issue. इसको दिल पे मत लो आप. Let me complete all those things. So ethics deals with, try to focus here, ethics deals with conduct of social human beings. Conduct in one sense, behavior of social human beings, must be aware. In other sense, you can say voluntary actions of social human beings. If it is asked from you, what is the subject matter of discussion in ethics? For example, in biology, we discuss regarding different aspects related to bio. In chemistry, we discuss different aspects related to chemicals, physics, physical elements, material elements. So what is discussed in ethics? What is the subject matter of ethics? So in ethics, basically, we discussed voluntary actions of social human beings, or you can say conduct of social human beings. Human beings, those who are living in society, not outside, not in forest area or somewhere, living alone somewhere else. Those who are living in society, we discuss, we evaluate their conduct. In other sense, their behavior. In one sense, we can say voluntary action. If you are alert, you may write voluntary action or conduct. Voluntary actions means intentional deed, intentional actions of social human beings. Willful action, you can say, willful action. Deliberate action, deliberate actions of social human beings. So first one is that ethics deals with conduct of social human beings, or you can say deliberate actions of social human beings, or you can say voluntary actions, actions which are performed intentionally. Must be aware. Some sort of impact goes upon others also. So we can use the term voluntary actions, or you may write conduct or behavior. Must be aware. In place of using the term actions, you may write conduct of social human beings. Must be aware. Voluntary action. So first point is that ethics deals with conduct of social human beings. Second one is that when we discuss conduct of social human beings, then in process of discussion, what comes out? So we discuss which conduct or which behavior or which action is right and which one is wrong. So we discuss rightness and wrongness of deeds of social human beings, rightness and wrongness of conduct of social human beings. Wherever ethics must be aware, wherever you are going to discuss business ethics, environmental ethics, media ethics, medical ethics, business ethics, there are different spheres of ethics. And if you are going to discuss ethics anywhere, it means you are going to discuss conduct of human beings. And when you will discuss conduct of human beings, always you will try to find out which action is right and which action is wrong. Right means ought to do, you may write all those things, ought to do. Wrong means not ought to do, must be aware. What ought to do and not ought to do. For example, in business ethics, which action of a businessman is right and which action of a businessman is wrong. what ought to do in business, what not ought to do in business. For example, medical ethics. Which action of a medical person is right, which action of a medical person is wrong, what ought to do and not ought to do. So the term ethics is now used in different sphere of our life. Environmental ethics, medical ethics, administrative ethics. If you will go through the syllabus of Rajasthan PCS, in place of the term ethics, integrity and aptitude, you will find administrative ethics. The term administrative ethics is used there. So what do you mean by administrative ethics? In administrative ethics, we discuss conduct of, in place of social human beings, conduct of administrator. Which action or which conduct of administrator is right, which one is wrong, what ought to do and not ought to do by administrator. This one is administrative ethics. Must be aware. If the term ethics is clear, you will be able to understand the entire syllabus. Overall, 8 topics are prescribed. Topic number 8 belongs to case studies, and in case study you are getting 120 marks questions every year, almost every year. So go through the previous year's questions paper minutely. It will guide you a lot. Corporate ethics, yes. In our syllabus, we have to study corporate governance and CSR also, corporate social responsibility. We'll discuss there. What is right and what is wrong in different companies and different corporate different companies which are going to fulfill that kind of criteria. Then you start to use CSR also, corporate social responsibility. 2% of the net profit you have to use for the welfare of society. We'll find such kind of things are there. I will discuss this one, CSR and corporate governance, in detail in topic number 6 or 7. Clear? No ethics, no human values. Yes, values play a very, very important role in ethics. Must be aware. And values are not discussed in history or mathematics or biology or chemistry. You will not find the term value there. You will not find the term ought there. Such kind of words are used in ethics. It should be clear. See, I will provide you printed notes also apart from classes. So go through those things minutely. Even I will provide you previous year's questions bank, topic wise question bank. I will provide you a question bank where previous year's questions are compiled in topic wise. How many questions have been asked from topic number 1 so far? So one place you will find all those questions. How many questions from topic number 2, topic number 3? Total 7 topics, 8 topics are prescribed. So it will become easy to discuss previous year's questions also. Clear? Okay. How we prepare notes? I will provide you printed notes. Take help of those notes, and then you may add something according to your own way. If you are going to read some particular paper or somewhere else, so you may add few current aspect also. Clear? So see, first of all, try to understand what do you mean by ethics. Ethics deals with conduct of human beings, social human beings. What happens when we discuss conduct of social human beings? Basically, we decide which action, which conduct is right and which conduct is wrong. Right means ought to do, wrong means not ought to do. And why we are going to discuss what is right and what is wrong? Why? So third point is that for good human life. So this one is the aim of ethics. What should be the aim of it? What is the aim of ethics? Good human life. Good human life means there must be peace, harmony, health, security in society. So how will find peace, harmony, coordination in society? Through promoting good deeds. If you are going to prohibit bad deeds, you are going to promote good deeds, discourage bad deeds, then possible to find peace and harmony in society. And then only good human life is possible. So this one is the aim of ethics, good human life. Second one is that taking help of ethics, we become able to maintain harmony between individual interest and public interest. Note down, individual interest and public interest. Individual interest and public interest. Must be aware. So ethics plays very, very important role to create such kind of conducive atmosphere in society where possible to find harmony between individual interest and public interest. Must be aware, individual interest and public interest. A lot of debate in present society. You will find such kind of condition. A number of persons are giving much more emphasis of individual interest in place of public interest. Administrators should always give priority of public interest in place of individual interest. There must be harmony between these two things. Otherwise, good human life is not possible. Peace and harmony is not possible in society. Only maintaining harmony between individual interest and public interest. अपना हित और सामाजिक हित दोनों में तालमेल हो. If everyone will give emphasis to fulfill his own interest, certainly it will create chaos in society. मान लो डॉक्टर अपना इंटरेस्ट देखने लगे हमेशा, तो दवा गलत लिखेगा, जांच गलत लिखेगा. दुकानदार अगर कोई शॉपकीपर हो, वो अगर इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट को प्रमोट करे, if everyone will start to give emphasis on their individual interest, certainly it will lead to create problem in society. It will be very difficult to maintain peace and harmony in society. So for peace and harmony in society, there must be harmony between individual interest and public interest. So ethics plays pivotal role to maintain harmony between individual interest and public interest. And in this way, good human life is possible. Good human life. This one is the aim of ethics. So far as they have asked twice, they have asked questions from this particular topic. What is the utility of ethics in our life? In UPSC, they have asked questions like that. What is the utility of ethics? So first one is, what's the utility of ethics? Ethics provides us knowledge what is right and what is wrong. Ethics provides us knowledge what ought to do and not ought to do. It's a very important thing. Mere reading geography or biology or chemistry will never find any such kind of knowledge. You will not find differential knowledge. What is right and what is wrong. What ought to do and not ought to do. हमें क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. आप साइंस से PhD कर लो, never you will find any answer from science side. What is right and what is wrong. What ought to do and not ought to do. अब ज्योग्राफी से PhD कर लो, you will never find any knowledge. अब कहीं पे भी ऐसा डायरेक्शन नहीं मिलेगा कि क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. Such kind of knowledge we find through ethics. Ethics guides our life. Must be aware. Ethics guides our life. What ought to do, what not ought to do. What is right, what is wrong. Such kind of discriminative knowledge provided by ethics. Clear? Bolo. See, once individuals means अपना हित. मान लो तो कोई शॉपकीपर वो मिलावटी सामान बेचने लगे, तो ये इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट तो उसका फुलफिल होगा, पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट पे अटैक होगा। मान लो कोई एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर हो, गवर्नमेंट ने पैसा भेजा फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट और उसमें से अपना अच्छा अंश निकालने लगे। So in place of promoting public interest, start to give emphasis on his individual interest. So certainly it will lead to problem. See, overall, what are the three things? Ethics deals with character of social human beings, and when we evaluate conduct of social human beings, we decide what is right, which conduct is right, which one is wrong. Means what ought to do and not ought to do. And why such kind of discussion? Why we discuss such kind of things? So that good human life possible. To maintain harmony between individual interest and public interest. So overall, these are the three important aspects of ethics must be aware. First, ethics में क्या करते हैं हम? क्या होता है नीति शास्त्र में? ethics में हम मानव के आचरण का मूल्यांकन करते। इफ इट इज आस्क्ड फ्रॉम यू, एक्सप्लेन इन वन लाइन व्हाट इज इथिक्स, you may describe the term ethics as, in ethics we evaluate conduct of human beings, that's all. Evaluate. Next one, what do you mean by evaluate? So we evaluate conduct of human beings means we decide which conduct is right, which conduct is wrong. Right means ought to do, wrong means not ought to do. Right means according to rule. What is according to rule ought to do. What is wrong means against rule. What is against rule not ought to do. Otherwise punishment. And here if you are performing right deeds again and again, you may find reward. So punishment and reward. Through punishment and reward and punishment, in society we promote good deeds and discourages bad deeds. Through these are the two tools to promote morality and to check immoral deeds. What are those two tools? One is punishment and second one is reward. Even Indian government, भारत सरकार भी रिवार्ड देती है। लोग पद्म पुरस्कार, पद्म श्री, ये सरस्वती सम्मान तो किसको मिलता है? Those who are performing right deeds again and again, then reward, and wrong deeds, then punishment. Yes or no? This one is basically ethics. It should be clear. Okay, is it clear? See, first of all, see, you have asked this question, what's the difference between ethics and morality? I will discuss this one. 2 years before, this question was asked in UPPCS. What's the difference between ethics and morality? I will discuss this one, ethics and morality. But first of all, try to understand what do you mean by ethics. The term ethics is derived from Greek word ethos, which means character or customs or customary beliefs. This one is the literal meaning. And overall, we can say ethics deals with conduct of social human beings. Ethics deals with principles and standards on the basis of whom we decide which action is right and which action is wrong. That's why in ethics we find different kinds of theories. Why different kinds of theories in ethics? On the basis of those theories, we decide which action is right and which action is wrong. For example, one theory is utilitarianism. Utilitarianism, supported by Bentham, Jeremy Bentham, J.S. Mill, etc. Mill, Bentham, Sidgwick, etc. They have supported utilitarianism. It's a kind of ethical theory. And according to this theory, which action is right? According to this theory, they have given one formula. Maximum happiness of the maximum number. Maximum happiness of the maximum number. So if you are performing any conduct or action And through that action, if we are getting such kind of result, maximum happiness of the maximum number, it means that action is right. And if going against this aim, it will be wrong. So they have propounded, utilitarian philosophers have propounded a criteria to decide what is right and what is wrong. This one is the formula to decide rightness and wrongness of an action. So utilitarianism is a kind of ethical theory, according to which that action is right, which fulfill or which promotes maximum happiness of the maximum number. अधिकतम व्यक्तियों का अधिकतम सुख, ऐसा काम जिससे अधिकतम लोगों को अधिकतम सुख मिल रहा है, इसका मतलब वो काम सही है. और जो इसमें अडल पैदा करे वो रॉन्ग डीड है, वो गलत काम है, ऐसा ये लोग बताते हैं. So different kinds of theories are propounded in ethics just to decide which action is right, which action is wrong. So ethics deals with those moral principles, must be aware, deals with those moral principles and standards to decide which action is right and which action is wrong. So this one is basically ethics. Clear? Happiness of majority, you may write maximum, but you write this particular formula, use this particular technical, this line, maximum happiness of the maximum number, अधिकतम व्यक्तियों का अधिकतम सुख. Any action can be accepted as right which is promoting maximum happiness of the maximum number according to Bentham, Mill, etc. It should be clear. Is it clear? How many classes will be there? पहले focus करो. This one is the first class. Around 2 hours class every day, 5 days in a week, and around 30 to 35 classes. You may around 70 hours classes most probably. थोड़ा बहुत variations हो सकता है. Must be aware. Is it clear? So what do you mean by ethics? If it is asked from you, how you will answer this question? One is the term ethics is derived from ethos, and which means like that. So this one is the derivative meaning you can say. But overall you can say ethics deals with conduct of human beings. With conduct of human beings, when we deals conduct of human beings, then we'll decide which action is right and which action is wrong. And when we discuss rightness and wrongness of human beings, rightness and wrongness of deeds of human beings, at that time we also discuss on which ground it is decided. What is the moral principles? What are the standards to decide rightness and wrongness of human beings? That's why different ethical theories come out to decide rightness and wrongness of. For example, if one particular theory is hedonism, according to hedonism, any action can be accepted as right if through that action we are getting pleasure in our life. Pleasure is the highest aim of our life. So if you are performing an action and you are getting pleasure, it means the action is right. Hedonistic philosophy. Different kinds of philosophies, different kinds of moral principles are propounded by different philosophers, and we'll discuss those principles one by one in process of deciding which action is right and which action is wrong. Right means according to rule, ought to do. Wrong means against rule, not ought to do. Is it clear? पहले बोलो ethics is clear. The term ethics is clear, and this one is related to different sphere of our life. For example, अगर आप discuss करते हो what do you mean by administrative ethics? So in administrative ethics, हम क्या करेंगे administrative ethics में? We discuss conduct of administrator. Which conduct is right, which conduct is wrong. Why? Good human life. Why? For good governance, for ethical governance, for the welfare of society, to actualize concept of welfare state, an administrator should perform good deeds all the time. So in administrative ethics, we decide which action of an administrator is right, which action of an administrator is wrong. Media ethics, which action of a media person is right and which action of a media person is wrong. Medical ethics, which action of a yes, that is medical person is right and which action of a medical person is wrong. So this one is medical ethics. So the term ethics is used different sphere of our life. Now ethics is playing pivotal role in our life, you must be aware. Different places now the term ethics is used. In businesses, even in business sphere also, you'll find business ethics. If we are doing business, you must follow the rule, regulation, guidelines, then your action will be right. See what is done by Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, Mehul Choksi. In their business, they opted wrong, they performed wrong deeds. They have misused rules. And finally, punishment. So, if we are doing any business, follow the rules, regulation, guidelines, accepted values, follow the law also, and earn money, find dhan kamao. But according to rule, through performing right deeds. Bolo. So, such kind of things are discussed in business ethics. It should be clear. Bolo. Is it clear? Sare log bolo. Is it clear? Where we'll get the questions of topics? I will provide you previous year's questions, topic wise previous year's questions, not year wise, topic wise. In first paper, such kind of questions have been asked. Crystal clear. Okay. Okay. Is it clear? So if anyone asked you, what do you mean by ethics? You may define the term ethics such a manner. Ethics आते ही right और wrong की बात होगी. If the term ethics, it means you are going to discuss right and wrong. What ought to do and not ought to do. ये आना ही है. And the second thing is that what are the ground or determinants or yardsticks or principle or the standards to decide what is right and what is wrong. This one is also the part of ethics. On which ground you will decide what is right, on which ground you will decide what is wrong. So even we will discuss some moral principles, some standards, some yardsticks, determinants. For example, law is a determinant. On the basis of law, we decide what is wrong, what is right. If according to law, generally it is accepted as right. What is against law, generally it is accepted as wrong. Against law, wrong. According to law, right deeds, ought to do. Against law, not ought to do. Wrong deeds, punishment. So law is a kind of determinants. Law is a kind of ground to decide which action is right and which action is wrong. There are different grounds. There are different standards or yardsticks to decide rightness and wrongness of conduct of social human beings. Is it clear? आप बोलो एक कॉपी में नोट्स बनाओ. सर वी मेड नोट्स कॉपी और नॉट. यस बनाओ आप धीरे धीरे. See, hedonism, utilitarianism, I will explain in detail, not in the very beginning. Hedonism is a kind of ethical theory according to which pleasure is the highest aim of our life. Present society, hedonistic society. Everyone is trying to find pleasure overall. with some exceptions. So I will discuss hedonism, utilitarianism in detail in topic number 5. See the topic number 5. You must have syllabus. Clear? Yes, they were hedonist. They were egoistic hedonist. Misused rules and regulations. Performed wrong deeds. Vijay Mallya performed wrong deeds. Yes or no? Clear? What is ethical dilemma? In topic number 6 and 7, I will discuss ethical dilemma. सुजाता पूछ रही है, what do you mean by ethical dilemma? I will provide you printed notes also. Go through that printed notes, go through previous year's questions paper, and add something from this class notes. So overall, you will be able to write. Clear? Is it clear? Okay. Now next. It should be clear. Now second term is integrity. See the term integrity. First of all, I have discussed ethics in short. Must be aware. We have to discuss ethics once again when I will discuss essence of ethics in human actions. First topic is, which is prescribed in our syllabus, is essence of ethics in human actions. So at that time, once again, I will discuss few aspects, some other aspects of ethics. Now I am going to discuss the term integrity. Clear? Integrity. 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 Clear? Make one chart. Thought, speech and action. This one is integrity. You may, आप जब क्वेश्चन आए तो ऐसा चार्ट बना सकते हो, ऐसा डायग्राम बना सकते हो. Thought, speech and action. There must be consistency in speech, action and thought. This one is integrity. Sorry. See, once I will provide you notes, पूछ रहे हो कि sir, your notes is sufficient for the exam or not. Once I will provide you notes, on the basis of those notes and classroom discussion, try to write previous year's questions. If able to write all previous year's questions, it means sufficient. Try to write even probable questions. Write test series also, if able to write without any problem. Then no need to move any other place. Or you must be aware, time to time you have to add something from newspaper also. Daily basis you should try to collect something, and you will find some points time to time in newspaper. So just try to enrich your notes, taking help of newspapers and some other magazines, and that will be sufficient. No need to go more than that. Editorial ke points, yes, correct. There must be consistency in speech, action and thought. That is basically integrity. It's a character trait. Consistency in speech, action and thought. Consistency, not inconsistency. कथनी और करनी में अंतर नहीं हो. Say something and does something. तो हम कहेंगे ये इसमें इंटीग्रिटी नहीं है. इट्स अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टास्क टू मेंटेन इंटीग्रिटी. आज सुबह में कुछ और कहता है, शाम में बदल जाता है. ड्यू टू ग्रीड एंड फियर एटसेट्रा. थोड़ा सा ग्रीड और फियर होता है तो. क्लियर? सो विदाउट एनी फियर, without any pressure, without any greed, if you are going to act according to rules, if you are going to follow rules, regulation, guidelines, law, accepted values, it means कि you are a man of integrity. Your actions and decisions are not deviated due to fear and pressure and greed, etc. Basically, integrity is the term. Opposite word of integrity is corruption. So, very difficult to find a person which has such kind of character trait. It's not an easy task. थोड़ा सा किसी को लालच दे दो बदल जाता है, फियर पैदा करो बदल जाता है, प्रेशर चेंज हो जाता है. सो अगर फियर भी है, प्रेशर भी है, ग्रीड भी है, आफ्टर दैट ऑल्सो you are dedicated to act according to rules, regulations, guidelines, accepted norms, accepted values. It means you are a man of integrity. Bureaucrats, administrators में ये होना चाहिए. इंटीग्रिटी होना चाहिए. कई बार वो फियर में, प्रेशर में, ग्रीड में चेंज हो जाते हैं एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स. वो अपने जजमेंट को चेंज कर देते हैं, डिसीजंस को चेंज कर देते हैं, ड्यू टू प्रेशर, ड्यू टू ग्रीड, ड्यू टू फियर. कई लोग क्रीम पोस्टिंग के लालच में चेंज हो जाते हैं, अपने डिसीजन को चेंज करता है. हम कहेंगे इसमें इंटीग्रिटी नहीं है. इंटीग्रिटी मीन्स कंसिस्टेंसी इन स्पीच, एक्शन एंड थॉट. प्रेशर भी हो, फियर भी हो, कुछ लालच भी दिया गया हो, फिर भी इफ यू आर डेडिकेटेड टू परफॉर्म योर प्रिस्क्राइब्ड डीड्स, इट मीन्स यू आर ए मैन ऑफ इंटीग्रिटी. इट शुड बी क्लियर. Credibility is a part. If you have integrity, certainly credibility by and by it will establish your credibility also. Integrity is wider than credibility. You must be aware. Credibility is a part of integrity. Is it clear? कौन सा बुक्स लेना होगा? अभी पढ़ रहे हो, पहले पढ़ लो, फिर बुक्स देखना. Clear? Well, is it clear? Devotion or dedication towards rules, regulation, guidelines, accepted norms, accepted values. If you are not deviating from values, if you are not deviating from rules and regulations, it means you have integrity. It should be clear. If you are going to perform your duty and responsibility properly, it means it also indicates you are a man of integrity. Is it clear? I will discuss the term integrity in detail in topic number 3. Topic number 6 also. The term integrity is prescribed. Initially, I am just going to discuss some overall, some basic aspects of these 3 technical terms: ethics, integrity, and aptitude. These are the 3 technical terms. Integrity means consistency in speech, action, and thought. And you may write this particular structure. It's good. आप ऐसा एक फ्लो चार्ट बना दो, एक डायग्राम बना दो. Good. What do you mean by integrity? So, अगर fear भी है, pressure भी है, greed भी है, and after that also you are dedicated and devoted to your duty, to perform your duty. you are dedicated to perform ethical deeds. It means you are a man of integrity. It should be clear. Adherence to the ethical principles, in one sense you can say. I will discuss the term value in detail. Sujata. By and by, first of all, I am going to discuss these 3 technical terms: ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Then I will discuss the term value. Since at least 4 places the term value is used in our syllabus. Value. So let me complete this particular 3 technical terms. Then I will focus myself on values. Clear? Now, third term is aptitude. Aptitude. In CSET also, Civil Services Aptitude Test. Here the term aptitude is there. CSET, CSAT, CS, Civil Services, AT, Aptitude Test. Clear? Must be aware, I will discuss the term integrity in detail in topic number 6. Topic number 3 may be a part. Here initially I have discussed some introductory meaning of that thing, introductory aspects. It should be clear. Just please explain with example. For example, Dimple पूछ रही है, sir please explain with example. Integrity. Imagine integrity with example. With example. Let us see. Imagine you are a police officer. You have caught red-handed one particular person doing something wrong. आपने उसको पकड़ा, एकदम चोरी करते हुए पकड़ लिया. आपने उसको red-handed पकड़ा है. आप पुलिस ऑफिसर हैं. And now you have decided to take firm action against that one. आप कमिट भी कर रहे हो कि मैं इसके खिलाफ एक्शन जरूर लूंगा. बट तुरंत उधर से किसी लीडर का कॉल आ जाता है, या किसी बिजनेसमैन का कॉल आ गया कि आप इसको छोड़ दो, मैं तुम्हें इतना पैसा दे दूंगा. या लीडर का कॉल आ गया कि धमकाने लगा लीडर की आप छोड़ दो. फियर पैदा हो गया, या ग्रीड आपके अंदर पैदा हो गया कि इसको छोड़ेंगे तो इतना पैसा मिलेगा. And now you are going to deviate from your duty. You are police officer. You have caught red-handed some particular person. But now due to fear and greed, now you are deviating from your decision. कि नहीं, इसको छोड़ ही देते हैं कोई उपाय लगा के. It means this one, ये you have no integrity. आपके पास integrity नहीं है. If you are a man of integrity, after having fear and greed also, you will perform your duty with dedication and with devotion. It should be clear. कई बार जो ऑफिसर्स होते हैं वो प्रेशर में, पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर में चेंज हो जाते हैं, अपनी ड्यूटी भूल जाते हैं. इट मीन्स कि उनके भीतर इंटीग्रिटी की कमी है, लैक ऑफ इंटीग्रिटी. इज इट क्लियर? डिम्पल, what about my doubts, Taj? What kind of doubt you have? अब बिमल कुमार लिख रहे हैं, आई नेवर डेविएट फ्रॉम कमिटमेंट. अभी ज्यादा कमिटमेंट नहीं किए होगे बिमल कुमार. ज्यादा कमिटमेंट मत करो, अदरवाइज यू विल स्टार्ट टू फाइंड प्रॉब्लम. बोथ आर नीडेड फॉर आवर लाइफ. Honesty is also required. Integrity, such kind of things are required. These are basically important civil services values. Must be aware. Is it clear, Dimple? Sujata, yes, crystal clear. So I will discuss the term integrity in detail some other places, not in the very beginning. Let me complete the topic, 3 technical terms, and then I will discuss the term values. And by we will find out all those important technical terms in detail. Is it clear? Now I am going to discuss the term aptitude. Aptitude. Aptitude is an acquired or natural ability or potentiality. Acquired भी हो सकता है या natural भी हो सकता है. Aptitude, ability or aptitude. आपकी जो पोटेंशियलिटी है, या इन वन सेंस एबिलिटी ऑल्सो, इन वन सेंस, ऑल्दो सम सॉर्ट ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन एबिलिटी एंड एप्टीट्यूड. पोटेंशियलिटी और इन वन सेंस योर कैपेबिलिटी भी हो सकता है. बट यूज द टर्म पोटेंशियलिटी, इनर पोटेंशियलिटी और इनर एबिलिटी और कैपेबिलिटी. सो एप्टीट्यूड इज एक्वायर्ड और नेचुरल एबिलिटी और पोटेंशियलिटी in a particular field, in a particular field, not in all every sphere, in a particular sphere. particular field or particular sphere. So you must be aware. Aptitude indicates natural or acquired ability or potentiality in a particular field to perform some sort of actions, to perform some kinds of deeds after proper training and through conducive atmosphere. See, taking help of one example, try to understand the term aptitude. It indicates inner potentiality, ability, capability, capacity. In one sense, you can say like that. For example, I think you have heard the story of Chanakya and Chandragupta. Chanakya and Chandragupta. Chandragupta Maurya. चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य. एक बार चाणक्य एक किसी गांव से जा रहे थे, किसी विलेज को क्रॉस कर रहे थे. चाणक्य वो किसी विलेज से क्रॉस कर रहे थे. उन्होंने देखा कि कुछ गांव के बच्चे जो है ना, एक नाटक, एक ड्रामा खेल रहे हैं. ड्रामा उन्होंने देखा, बच्चे ड्रामा कुछ कर रहे हैं. उस ड्रामे में एक बच्चा जो था वो किंग बना हुआ था. उसका रोल प्ले कर रहा था, प्लेइंग रोल ऑफ ए किंग. और दूसरे जो बच्चे थे उस ड्रामा में, दूसरे जो बच्चे थे, सब अपना प्रॉब्लम इसको बताते थे. और ये जो बच्चा था जो किंग का रोल प्ले कर रहा था, वो सबको सॉल्व कर रहा था. चाणक्य ने तुरंत भांप लिया, ग्रेट पर्सनालिटी थी चाणक्य, कि ये जो बच्चा है जो किंग का रोल कर रहा है, इसमें कैपेबिलिटी है, पोटेंशियलिटी है टू बी ए गुड किंग, बी ए रूलर. इसके अंदर कैपेबिलिटी है, क्योंकि वो क्विक डिसीजन लेकर, छोटा सा बच्चा सबका प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा था. सब आपस में नाटक खेल रहे थे. चाणक्य ने उस बच्चे को अपने साथ ले गए और उसको ट्रेनिंग दिया, कंड्यूसिव एटमॉस्फेयर प्रोवाइड किया चाणक्य ने. और बाद में वो राजा बना, किंग बना, ग्रेट किंग नोन एज चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य. सो इफ इट इज आस्क्ड, चाणक्य ने उस बच्चे में क्या देखा, क्या देख लिया चाणक्य ने उस बच्चे में? उसका एप्टीट्यूड देखा कि इसमें राजा बनने का एप्टीट्यूड है. He has such kind of aptitude to be a king. He has potentiality to be a king, ability to be a king. He has capacity to be a रॉयल किंग. बहुत अच्छा राजा बन सकते, गुड किंग आप बोल सकते हो. उसने भांप लिया, इसमें ये एबिलिटी है, इसमें कैपेबिलिटी है, इसमें पोटेंशियलिटी है. एंड थ्रू प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग एंड प्रोवाइडिंग कंडीसिव एटमॉस्फेयर, एक्चुअलाइज दैट पोटेंशियलिटी. जो पोटेंशियलिटी है उसने एक्चुअलाइज कर दिया. वो चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य के नाम से जाना गया, नोन एज चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य. तो चाणक्य ने क्या देखा था बच्चे में? उसकी एबिलिटी को, उसकी कैपेबिलिटी को, उसकी इनर पोटेंशियलिटी को. मस्ट बी अवेयर सम सॉर्ट ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन एबिलिटी एंड पोटेंशियलिटी, बट उतना माइन्यूटली मत जाओ आप. And when I will discuss aptitude, topic number 3rd, then I will discuss difference between aptitude and ability also. But in the very beginning, try to see such kind of things. Ethics और integrity में difference क्या है? अरे ethics deals with conduct of human beings. Integrity is a kind of character trait. If we have consistency in speech, action and thought, then it is called integrity. If you are not deviating from your values or rules and regulation, it means you are a man of integrity. When you will discuss ethics, by and by, you will find some particular place even the term integrity also. You can't try to equate both these terms. Ethics, the term ethics used in broad sense. इंटीग्रिटी इज ए कैरेक्टर ट्रेट, हमारे चरित्र का एक लक्षण है. कई लोगों में लक्षण नहीं पाया जाता है, हमेशा बदलता रहता है. सुबह में आप कहेगा कि कुछ कमिटमेंट कर रहा है, थोड़ा उसको पैसा बढ़ा दोगे, चेंज हो जाएगा, उसका कमिटमेंट चेंज हो जाएगा. तो हम कहेंगे इसमें इंटीग्रिटी नहीं है. ध्यान रखना. एप्टीट्यूड indicates inner potentiality or ability of a person in a particular field, which is possible to be actualized through proper training and conducive atmosphere. So this one is basically aptitude. One is aptitude test also in your paper, aptitude. So must be aware what kind of aptitude is required in a civil servant. कैसा aptitude होना चाहिए उनके भीतर. तो आप देखोगे पीटी में भी एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट है. मेंस, सिविल सर्विसेज मेंस इज ऑल्सो ए काइंड ऑफ एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट. टेकिंग थ्रू मेंस पेपर, they try to check your inner capability, your inner potentiality. You have potentiality to write answer in a perfect manner or not. You are quite aware with international relations or not. You are aware with Indian political scenario or not. You are quite aware with Indian economy or not. They try to check your inner potentiality. So every step, 3 steps, PT, mains and interview, they try to check your aptitude. You have some specific kinds of potentiality or capability or not. अगर लग गया कि आपके अंदर पोटेंशियलिटी है, देन फाइनली दे विल सेलेक्ट यू और भेजेंगे जाओ ट्रेनिंग करो. ट्रेनिंग देंगे मसूरी में, हैदराबाद में, डिफरेंट प्लेसेस, एंड देन फील्ड पोस्टिंग कर देंगे. जाओ फील्ड पोस्टिंग and then appointed as a DM or SP or like that. But before that training, field training, yes or no. But before that, they will check your inner capability. CSET से, प्रीलिम्स PT से ही शुरुआत हो रही है. PT में टेस्ट हो रहा है आपका एप्टीट्यूड का. मेंस एंड इंटरव्यू on this particular stage also, they try to check your aptitude, but in a different way. मस्ट बी अवेयर, एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट है. इंटरव्यू में भी आपका इनर पोटेंशियलिटी को भांपते हैं. यू हैव पावर टू कन्विंस अदर और नॉट. योर थॉट प्रोसेस इज क्लियर और नॉट. इन विच वे यू रिस्पॉन्ड अदर्स क्वेश्चंस. सो वंस दे विल जज कि यस you have aptitude to be an IAS officer, then they will select you, and then training will start, then field posting, and finally appointed as DM or SP or like that, according to the rank. Is it clear? This one is aptitude. सारे लोग बोलो. Is it clear? बोलो, is it clear? So aptitude indicates inner potentiality or capability of a person in a particular field, which is possible to be actualized in future through proper training and conducive atmosphere. सचिन तेंदुलकर को बचपन में रमाकांत आचरेकर ने देखा बैटिंग करते हुए, भांप लिया कि ये तो अच्छा क्रिकेटर हो सकता है. उनका एप्टीट्यूड था कि वो अच्छे क्रिकेटर बन जाए. उनके अंदर इनर पोटेंशियलिटी टू बी ए गुड क्रिकेटर. अगर तेंदुलकर आईएएस की तैयारी करते तो प्रॉब्लम हो सकता था फेल हो जाए, फ्लॉप हो जाते. पॉसिबिलिटी थी. एवरी पर्सन, एवरी काइंड ऑफ एप्टीट्यूड यू कांट फाइंड. एक 3 इडियट मूवी आई थी, उसमें से 3 लोग थे, तीनों का एप्टीट्यूड अलग था. दे हैव डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ पोटेंशियलिटी एंड एबिलिटी, बट पोटेंशियलिटी किसी दूसरे एरिया में चली गई थी, प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था. सी द टर्म एप्टीट्यूड इंडिकेट्स inner potentiality or capability of a particular person in a particular field. Must be aware, in a particular field, which is possible to be actualized in future through proper training and conducive atmosphere. सारे लोगों में सभी चीजों का एप्टीट्यूड नहीं होता है. आप सोचोगे मुझे मैं वर्ल्ड का सबसे फास्ट रनर बन जाऊं, आपके अंदर वो एप्टीट्यूड नहीं है, वो इनर कैपेबिलिटी नहीं है. कैसे बन जाओगे वर्ल्ड के? थोड़ा बहुत बन सकते हो, बट वर्ल्ड के कैसे बन सकते हो? किसी में क्रिकेटर बनने का एप्टीट्यूड है, किसी में हीरो बनने का एप्टीट्यूड है, किसी में साइंटिस्ट बनने का एप्टीट्यूड है। ये एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट तो होना चाहिए। इवन आप बैंक में देखोगे, वहां पे भी एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट है। Different places now aptitude test is required according to the job nature. So aptitude test is must. You are fit for that job or service or not, aptitude test is required. अब आईएएस बनने के लिए कुछ तो चाहिए ना, some specific inner potentiality or capability is required. They check such kind of things through different stages. Is it clear? See, sir, is aptitude is inborn quality or acquired? It is acquired also and natural also. कई लोगों को देखो कि पढ़ने में बचपन से ही तेज होते हैं, बाय बर्थ पढ़ेगा याद कर लेगा, और कुछ लोग खूब हार्ड वर्क करके वैसा एप्टीट्यूड डेवलप कर लेते हैं। तो इट इज एक्वायर्ड ऑल्सो एंड नेचुरल, बोथ मस्ट बी अवेयर। आप आउटराइटली एक पे मत देखो इट इज एक्वायर्ड ओनली, नेचुरल भी होता है। इज इट क्लियर? कई बार हम हार्ड वर्क करके अपने को ऐसा एप्टीट्यूड डेवलप कर लेते हैं। वी डेवलप सच काइंड ऑफ पोटेंशियलिटी इन आवर सेल्फ टू बी एन आईएएस ऑफिसर। बचपन में पढ़ने में तेज नहीं था, बट बाद में खूब मेहनत किया, खूब प्रैक्टिस किया, राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस किया, हार्ड वर्क किया, सिंसियर हार्ड वर्क किया, ठीक है, सिंसियरली वर्क किया, एंड देन बाय एंड बाय डेवलप सच काइंड ऑफ पोटेंशियलिटी। और सारे क्राइटेरिया उसने फुलफिल कर लिए, पीटी, मेंस और इंटरव्यू, फाइनली सेलेक्टेड एन आईएएस ऑफिसर। तो ये एक्वायर्ड हो गया ना। इज इट क्लियर? इट इज क्लियर? रितिका राज, ओके, हार्ड वर्क, स्मार्ट वर्क, सिंसियर वर्क। इज इट क्लियर? सारे लोग बोलो। So today I have just discussed 3 technical terms: ethics, integrity, and aptitude. Tomorrow I will discuss values, utility of ethics, difference between ethics and morality, and some other aspects. What's the difference between ethics and niti shastra? Niti, since ethics is translated as niti in Hindi, so what's the difference? इथिक्स और नीति शास्त्र में क्या डिफरेंस हो सकता है, उसको देखेंगे। व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन इथिक्स एंड मॉरलिटी, आई विल डिस्कस टुमारो, एंड मीनिंग ऑफ वैल्यू इन डिटेल। Yes, can we add real life examples? Certainly, why not? Write real life examples. Yes. Munir, try to collect some real life examples. Time to time in papers, different newspapers, we find some examples like that. किसी किसी के बारे में आता है कि उन्होंने ऐसा किया है, तो उनको इस एग्जाम्पल को कलेक्ट कर लो और वैल्यू एडिशन करो अपने नोट्स को, टेकिंग हेल्प ऑफ दोज रियल लाइफ एग्जाम्पल्स। मुनीर, करेक्ट। न्यूज एनालिसिस की क्लास नहीं चलेगी, हमसे मत पूछो न्यूज एनालिसिस की, मैं जो पढ़ा रहा हूं, पूछो इथिक्स की क्लास क्या है। हमसे पूछ रहे हो कि न्यूज एनालिसिस की, मैं न्यूज एनालिसिस थोड़ी करने आया हूं, ठीक है। अच्छा, माय नेम इज संगुप्ता, यस, संगुप्ता, नॉट मुनीर। अच्छा ठीक है, नाम को लेकर दर्द मत लेना, अलग अलग नाम है। कई बार दूर से मैं रीड कर रहा हूं, तो कई बार पढ़ने में कुछ वर्ड्स इधर उधर, लेटर्स इधर उधर हो सकते हैं, तो उसको दिल पे मत लेना कि आपने मेरा नाम गलत बोल दिया, मान लेना कि ठीक है वो। इज इट क्लियर? You must be aware. See, once you will discuss ethics, by and by you will discuss aptitude also, ability also, some other things are also there. Ethics का डोमेन बड़ा है. Ethics we discuss what is right and what is wrong. So right deeds तो तभी करोगे ना जब आपके अंदर इंटीग्रिटी हो. Then only you can perform right deeds all the time if you are a man of integrity. Otherwise fear में बदल जाओगे, greed में बदल जाओगे. तो इथिक्स को जब डिस्कस करते हो तो बाय एंड बाय वी स्टार्ट टू फाइंड डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ टेक्निकल टर्म्स एंड यू मस्ट हैव गुड कमांड ऑन सच काइंड ऑफ टेक्निकल टर्म्स. ये टेक्निकल टर्म्स क्रिस्टल क्लियर होने चाहिए, ध्यान रखना आप. और ये सिलेबस है. टुमारो आई विल डिस्कस इवन द सिलेबस ओवरऑल. सी टोटल 8 टॉपिक्स आर देयर. तो आप इसको डाउनलोड कर लेना. दोनों मीडियम मैंने दे रखा है, इथिक्स एंड ह्यूमन इंटरफेस. गो थ्रू दिस सिलेबस माइन्यूटली एंड यू मस्ट हैव गुड कमांड. आपका ये टर्म जो जैसे व्हाट डू मीन बाय एसेंस क्रिस्टल क्लियर होना चाहिए. डिटर्मिनेंट्स, कंसिक्वेंसेस, डायमेंशंस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल पॉलिटिकल एटीट्यूड, मीनिंग ऑफ सोशल इन्फ्लुएंस, मीनिंग ऑफ परसुएशन. ये क्रिस्टल क्लियर होना चाहिए मीनिंग ऑफ दोज टेक्निकल टर्म्स. एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड टेक्निकल टर्म्स विथ सम रिलेवेंट एग्जाम्पल्स. यही दिमाग में बैठा लो. आपको जितने टेक्निकल टर्म्स इसमें यूज हुए हैं, go through those technical terms, try to understand those technical terms properly, and with some sort of examples, current examples, real life examples, certainly your performance will be better compared to others. आप ऐसा करोगे, सर नोट्स कब मिलेगा? मिलेगा, 1-2 दिन में आना शुरू हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट वीक से मैं देना 7 टॉपिक्स हैं, एक टॉपिक्स का प्रयास करूंगा एक साथ आ जाए. ठीक है. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर इंटरव्यू ऑल्सो. कई बार पूछा जाता है एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर में कौन कौन सी क्वालिटी होनी चाहिए. सो हियर फ्रॉम हियर इटसेल्फ यू विल फाइंड द राइट आंसर. क्लियर? थैंक यू. टुमारो विल सी रिमेनिंग पार्ट्स. टुमारो आई विल डिस्कस first of all the syllabus, then values, difference between ethics and morality. The term niti also I will discuss. Gold, what's the utility of ethics? And I will discuss 1 or 2 previous years questions also. Okay, thank you.